Hey, this is the day we're ready for? You ready? I used to break at times like this, and grind like this, so I had to grind like that, and shine like this, and man, the time I spent was locked up, and regular, petty way, cuss locked on bricks, see my dreams unfold. 9 days from church, but it's time to marry again, and I said, yeah, I do. If you want it, you gotta see it, with it clear how I feel. Got short, try to bless me like I said I do. Like a sneeze for the squeeze and get great. Never let them get in between them who stop. Look, bottom line, how did they love me when I was stuck in their head, and at the party, I couldn't get God. Draw like I'm an artist, the crowd was shaking, walking before us, and I could ride before. When I'm sucking and swallowing anything for $1 every time I get it down. I did it without an album. Did it for a ride. Love the life. I get the hot and feeling flying. When I open Rolls Royce, they know it was sleep. Then I wrote that new Ferrari, and they rest in peace. Hey, rest in peace to the crocodile. Feeling so big, can't even fit in the parking spot. You ain't talking about right, then what you talking about? Guess moving silent, and I don't talk a lot. I don't say a word. I don't say a word, so I'm running down, got what I deserve. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all got our cities. When I go to ask you, all was ready. Texting on me, so like how I always feel. Y'all understand what you are saying. And I don't see it. Take care of me, can't be run like a girl. Then I know, she run like my girl. But one day I see it in my head. So I told her, cause he's to a weekend. And I gotta make her know. Cause nobody need it. Cause nobody got something, some else. Keep trying to take my life there. Or I get killed. What up? What up? If you hate about that work, can you shut up? If you didn't need no rest, I get your boots out. When you touch that out, no, that's all like that good. Kept me playing in my head. And then he came on board. Put that coin like my feet. Like that little nigga that could. Boy, I slide down to your block. Put your drug truck. And they be throwing deuces on the same. They white. Never came to my city because I'm still rolling them shot. And these plays on that floor. That's not understand. From her to the left, right, that left. This ain't that came on out and look my spot. And he's playing on it. Pointing on it. Still on it. You're all work so I don't remember me. I still remember me. So I'm putting it as a free remember me. When I see my life, you need to remember me. We don't play us for 40 years to the key. I got a quote, turn rich. One day I get in the alley, they go pretty on there was something out there rolling on the first touch my wrist. That be feeling like that no rolling first touch my God.
Good afternoon here in Flint, Michigan, Steve Smith Gymnasium, the Ballinger Fieldhouse, home of the Mott Bears. We're game number, what a game is this, Tom Cavanaugh? Number 4 here in our men's district 2024 championship round of the Great Lakes Tournament. We got a great game on deck for you today. The Hawks coming in from Hocking College. They are coming in at 21-6, two-game win streak, 14-2 in conference. They are the home team is the Vikings from Glen Oaks. They're coming at 18-10, so it's gonna be a great matchup. We're watching the pregame, Tom. The athleticism, there's dunks. It's just gonna be fun. So thanks for joining us, everybody. Tom Cavanaugh, Chad Toms here on the broadcast. We're gonna knock out the national anthem. We'll do the starting lineup, and we'll be back here shortly. Well, thanks for joining us, Tom. You've been here. This is your fourth game. You're eighth game in 2 days, I believe.
Sir. Yeah.
So, yeah. We'll give you a little bit of break. We'll let you do the color. Maybe get a lozenge if you can.
That's completely okay with me. I
Nice.
popped 2 of those in my water usually every
He's
game,
a
but I ran
workhorse.
out. I ran out because that's my 8th game now.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's just so much fun. We're so proud to have this matchup here in Mott Bears. Steve Schmidt Gymnasium, Hall of Fame head coach for the Mott Bears. Third time in a row we've hosted the Great Lakes Championship Tournament. So here's our starters. Okay, the visitors coming in from Hocking College, a 6'5" sophomore guard/forward from Columbus High School, played at Newark. Number 1, Jaden Woods. A 6'8" sophomore forward from Columbus, played at Eastmore Academy. Number 2, Dennis Asoro, 5'8" guard from Columbus, also from Eastmore. Number 3, Dalen Patterson. A 6'2" sophomore guard from Dayton, played at Flight Academy. Number 5, Alan Lattimore. And the 6'7" freshman forward from Columbus, played at Whitehall. Number 12, Elijah Hughes. The Hawks are coached by head coach Ryan Miley, assistant coach Demetrius Walker. As mentioned, the Hawks coming in at 21-6, 14-2, second overall in the OCCAC, 2-game win streak. Now the starters for our Vikings from Glen Oaks Community College. 6'1" sophomore guard from Centerville, played at Centerville. Number 0, Tyler Swanwick. A 6' sophomore guard from Indianapolis, played at Arsenal Tech. Number 3, Tylen Harris. A 6'5", weighing in at 225, a sophomore guard/forward from Jackson. Number 14, Davion Boulware. A 6'1" freshman guard from Maryville, Don Bosco Prep. Number 20, Darius Roach. And 6'6" sophomore forward from Maryville, number 35, Levanta Ash. Vikings are coached by head coach Mike Elliott and Vertus Mims. They're coming at 18-10, 8-4 in conference. They finished in second. They're coming off a big win, a 75-67 win over Lake Michigan back on Tuesday night. What's your thoughts going in this one? I think we're going to see, you mentioned earlier, maybe some
Fireworks.
dunks. Yeah, some good shooting from downtown. And some good quality basketball. So it's going to be a blast.
You took a look at these 2 teams. Hocking is averaging just under 90 points a game, and Glen Oaks around 82 points a game. So we're going to have a high-scoring, high-flying game between these 2. One guy to watch out for, Davion Boulware. You already mentioned him, 6'5", 225. He's a monster out there, and he's going to be causing some havoc for the Hawks of Hocking. And on their side, 21-6, that's an incredible record for those guys. But Dennis Asoro, coming off that big 21-point performance. He's averaging just over 15 a game. I'm ready to rock and roll. This is going to be a great game, and we'll see who takes this and is able to move on to that District A championship.
All right, we're underway here. Vikings basketball. Glen Oaks works it up the court. Tylen Harris sets it up top. Patterson out on him. He's a sticky defender. He's a lockdown defender for the Hawks. All right, in the paint. That's Boulware. His shot's off the rim, goes out of bounds. Looks like it's off the Vikings, so it's going to be Hawks basketball. Just getting underway. 19:41 left here in the first half. The Hawks coming left to right across your screen there in the kind of the what color blue is that? It's like a royal blue. Oh, wow, two-handed dunk. Wow.
Just as we said.
Yeah, Soro put that one down. Good Lord. But yeah, with the kind of a light blue, baby blue with the yellow trim. Vikings with the all white with the little green and yellow trim. Maybe some black in there too. Yeah, old school jerseys, I love it.
The Vikings on the front, you're right, in the block yellow lettering. Oh, another turnover right there. Boulware, he's going aggressive to the rim at the moment, but first one, the bunny missed, and then there kicks the ball out of bounds at the turnover.
Yeah, I think if Soro stepped in that way, caused that turnover. So with Hawks basketball, they set it up. Soro way out in the corner. Look at him, he's setting the screen, setting up the long three-point shot for Lattimore. That doesn't go. Rebound, Boulware brings it back the other way. Quick pass to Harris. Three-pointer on the way off the side of the rim. That looked good the whole way. Harris was able to scrap out that rebound. Boulware for three, and it rolls. It goes down. 3-2.
That's the type
Vikings on top.
the type of shooting we're going to see from Boulware. He can go inside strong, but he'll shoot it from anywhere outside the arc.
Yeah, Boulware, as mentioned, 6'5", 225, so he could easily be playing down low and inside the block.
He's also averaging a triple-double with 11.8 rebounds per game as well.
Offensive board there for the Hawks. Hughes kept it alive. Inside the woods, jumper off the mark, back of the rim, rebound, Boulware. Pushes up the left side. Quick pass up to Swanwick. Thought about taking it down low, kicked it over Boulware for a three. That doesn't go. Ash crashing the boards, lost the handle. Hawks come away with it.
Like the aggressiveness early. Boulware taking all the shots right now. Like to see Swanwick get into things as well as Tylen Harris dribbling that ball, taking it to the rim.
I would. Down low to Soro. Spins. Bounced it off the side of his ankle. Goes out of bounds. So had a good strong move to the basket, but couldn't hold on to the basketball. So with Vikings ball in the inbound, Harris walks it up. Patterson on schedule. Steps out on him. He has just been fun to watch. I've watched him play twice now in this gym last year, or actually 3 times. They called the tournament last year. They made it. I'd have to double check. I think they went pretty far. And then the Hawks played the Bears earlier in the season. I think that was back in November. Patterson on the board. Here's off and running across midcourt. Slows it down, sets it up. Three-pointer on the way for Hughes, and that's down. Elijah Hughes knocks it down, uncontested. That's his first basket.
Hughes. Yeah, he didn't start against Brian Stratton, and he's able to come in here and make an immediate impact.
So Hawks Hawks lead 5-3. We got the Mott logo on the scoreboard. It's always a challenge. We got non-Mott teams playing. So, all right, I think we got a timeout on the floor. Ryan Miley steps out, stops the clock with 17:08, and it's the Hawks 5 and the Vikings 3. And a quick shout out. I had a great conversation with Coach Miley before the game. Asked him if there's anybody he wants to say hello to back home in Hawks country, and he mentioned Mom and Dad, Ralph and Cheryl Miley, watching and tuning in from Tampa, Florida.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
So hopefully a nice sunny day for them, and they're sitting on the back deck watching some Hawks basketball up here in Flint Town. So special hello to the Mileys. But, Tom, it's credit to you. I've listened to your games. You've been here grinding 4 games in a row today. You did 4 yesterday. And it's high energy. I just love the way you call the game. So just a great addition to our Mott Bears, our broadcast team here.
Thanks, Chad. I really appreciate that, man. And I'm so glad to be here. I hadn't covered any of these teams ever before, but I'm so glad I did. There's so much talent on the floor, and it's just good basketball up and down the floor.
Absolutely. A lot of athleticism, good coaching, and there's no surprise. These teams are this far in the tournament at this stage of March. They've gotten there by talent, but you got to actually, the coaches have such a big part of it. It's just great to see him, that strategy. Inside, Soro got it to go. He put it down. Soro now with 4, 16-41. Hawks on top, 7-3. Vikings trying to get it done. Roach almost lost the handle. They didn't call him for a travel. Somehow kept his pivot, and he sets it back up on the wing. Down to 14 on the shot clock. Roach, lefty, Rolls off the back of the rim. Nice follow there. Boulware couldn't get it to go. Cleared by the Hawks. Here comes Jaden Woods. Lattimore feeds to Sorrell. Works inside. Double pump. Lost the handle. Patterson picked it up. Kept it alive for the Hawks. Borrell will back up on the block. Nice defense there to keep him from shooting the ball. They kick it out to Lattimore. That three doesn't go, but look, guess who? Dalen Patterson with the board. Dennis Asoro with a two-handed jam. 9-3 lead now for the Hawks.
That's outworking your opponent right there. 2 offensive boards. You're getting select shots, and they get it done.
Three-pointer on the way in the corner for Boulware. That's off the side of the rim. Dalen Patterson with another rebound.
All over the
Patterson,
place.
where's he coming in at? He's a 5'8", and I think he's got 3 or 4 boards. We'll have to pull up the stats. Inside to Sorrell. He lost the handle. That's picked up by Swanwick. Here he comes the other way across midcourt. Feeds Roach 4-3. Just off. The shot looked good the whole way.
You're right. 3 rebounds for Dalen Patterson.
All right, Elijah Hughes saves that midcourt. Hawks.
Ooh.
Hughes knocks down that 3 from deep on the wing. 15:05 left. They leave 12-3.
Hot start. And number 12's feeling it right now. That's his second triple.
Yeah, we're sitting up here from our vantage point at midcourt up top, and look at the difference of the size of the teams on the bench. I see 7 or 6 players total for the Vikings.
Yeah, you take a look at your roster, and it's just significantly more bench players for that Hocking squad compared to Glen Oaks. But I'll tell you something, Chad. Right after that miss right there, Hocking, their women's team, showed up with 6 players yesterday, and they won their contest to move into the championship in Class A.
True statement for sure.
You don't always need to empty the bench all the time.
Oh, that was Harris. He got the shot off. He was fouled. They shot in the air, active shooting, so he's going to head the line shoot too.
Yeah, with that Hocking team, I mean, they're going to put in a whole new group here, but with that girls team, Briella Gingras, who had 31 points, 3 straight three-pointers, and they took down Kellogg in a huge win. And I was very surprised. Just kind of looking at their bench at the beginning of the game, I was like, gosh, they're not going to have a lot to work with when their starting 5 gets tired. But they had been a team that had been rocking like that all year long, 6, 7 girls on their team, so they were used to playing 40 minutes a game almost. So kind of the same makeup here on the Glen Oaks side. They're used to playing high-minute games because there's limited amounts of spots on the team.
Well, Harris missed them both, averaging 71%. That rebounds. We got some substitutions coming in. Number 13, Tyree Morgan, the 6'6" sophomore forward from Columbus. He's now on the floor. Number 4, Anthony Miller, the sophomore guard from Columbus, played at Canal Winchester. He checks in as well. And number 23, the freshman guard from Dayton, Chance Amerson. Three-pointer on the way. That's off the mark. Milner. Here comes Swanwick with the board. Left it for Boulware. Kicks it over to Harris on top for 3, and it's down. Big basket there for the Vikings. They cut the lead to half. It's 12-6, 13:45 left. First basket for Harris.
It's a major basket. They're now 2 of 12 shooting from the field. They would have been 1 of 12 if that doesn't go down. So big shot there.
Yeah, they find themselves only down 6. So if they can get a stop here, and they do just that, they are able to get that board. That was Ash. And got it up to Harris. We got a whistle. I didn't see what the call was.
I think they're going to give a foul on Chance Amerson of Hocking. In transition, Glen Oaks was trying to bring it down the court, and there was a little bit of an entanglement. They're going to be a foul, giving the ball to Glen Oaks.
So Amerson with the foul. That's his first, team second here, 13-27. So Vikings down 6. Slow start, as mentioned, 2 of 12 from the floor. Derek Anderson now on the floor for the Vikings, a 6-foot sophomore guard from Indianapolis. And Shane Hanlon as well, 6'3" guard from Indianapolis Southport. And they threw it out. Couldn't find Hanlon in the corner. It's a turnover. You know, they cut the lead to 6, trying to build some momentum, Tom. That was a costly turnover right there.
It was, and Boulware right there, he let Swanwick know, check that, Hanlon, he let him know he needs to continue to slide down into that far corner. He was kind of sitting between the wing and the corner, and Boulware threw that pass down to the corner for an open 3 ball. He wasn't there for it.
Yeah, he would have been wide open as well. Milner to get to the line, or gets to the rim. That shot rolls off the rim, goes out of bounds, so that's Vikings basketball. So no harm, no foul. Says Shane Hanlon, we got to stop. But they get the ball back. They're trailing by 6.
I want to see Boulware try to attack the rim. We know he can shoot it from outside. He shoots about 45% from field goal range. But, I mean, he's very strong and probably the biggest dude on the floor right now. And if he's able to assert himself on the block in the paint, that's going to help their team out a lot.
Yeah, advantage Vikings. They got Dennis Tesoro grabbed a seat on the bench. I think just must have gave him a quick breather. So, yeah, that's a big matchup there when those two big bodies are inside. So we'll see if the Vikings can take advantage of that kind of size differential with Boulware. Boulware drops it to Ash, in and out, off the rim. Rebound. That was Trayshawn Cody with the board. Sets it up for the Hawks. Drive. Emerson got to the baseline. He was hammered, and he's fouled, so that's going to be on Hanlon. And it looks like it is indeed a shooting foul.
Chad, we saw this going back to that last possession, another bunny missed on the Glen Oaks side. We saw this a lot in the first half of the last game we just called. One team's able to finish and the other one is struggling to be able to make those shots and get those easy buckets. And that's where, the inconsistencies in this score lie. In 12-6, it could be 12-10 at the moment if you finish a couple of layups at the rim. But as the game settles in, I think they're going to start to make those. It's just those first few minutes starting out where you kind of got to get your footing.
Yeah, it's just the difference of, that with a 4-point swing easily. Because if you miss the basket on this end and then the other team goes out and scores, it just makes it all for naught. All right, second goes for Emerson. The lead now 7, 13-6, 12-23. Harris works it up the court. Emerson steps out on him. Hanlon has it, feeds back to Harris. Harris works off the screen. Surprised Hanlon didn't cut towards the basket there off that pick and roll.
Mm-hmm.
Boulware drives, gets split defenders, and we got an offensive foul. No surprise there. Cody stood tall on the outside of that arc, and basically, we talked about Boulware coming in 225 pounds. You're kind of defenseless. That's a tough. That's not a fun collision to have. But good job by Cody by staying in there, causes the turnover.
Now, he might have heard us talking about going to the rim, but I guess there's got to be some sort of controlled aggression when you're going down the lane like that. And well done by Trayshawn Cody to hold his ground and really sacrifice the body against, like you said, 225 pounds of muscle.
That shot's off the mark. Roach with the board. Works it up the left side. Spins. Gets in the lane. Lights down there for Hanlon. He misses inside. Hanlon tried to go lefty and was just too strong off the glass. Another missed opportunity for the Vikings. Backdoor cut there for the Hawks. Wow. They found Sean McGee all alone underneath. He got it to go. Now the lead's 9. Yeah, a couple missed opportunities there for the Vikings. They really got to convert when they get those opportunities in the paint.
It was a great cut. It was a great look.
Oh, nice job there. That was McGee. Knocked it loose and inside. Got it done for 2. That's quick 4 points for McGee coming off the bench. His team now leads by 13. It's 17-6. Hawks over the Vikings with 11:15 left here in the first. And Tom, we can say, what's your thoughts on what's going on right now? Very critical time of the game if you're a Vikings fan.
It's two big things right now. Hocking is gelling as a group, and they're making the right cuts and finishing at the rim. Glen Oaks is not. It's good defense from Hocking, but not overbearing. Right now, Glen Oaks is cutting to the rim nice. They're finding good looks. They got to finish. And a couple of those outside shots, they also got to get down. They're 2 of 15 shooting the basketball today so far. 2 of 7 from three-point range. The only 2 that they've made, the only 6 points they have are 2 3-pointers. I'm very, very, confident that Mike Elliott in his third year with Glen Oaks is going to be able to devise some sort of a plan to bring his guys back in this game. I don't know if it's going to be a press on a make or if they're going to try to run some sort of a set to create better shots, but I think they definitely got to pick it up a little bit more in the effort and the finish portion of the game. And there's a quick thing about the Hocking College Hawks that I got to point out. There's 8 different players from Columbus, Ohio. Now, that might be at completely different schools. Maybe some guys play together in high school, but this group gels so well together because they're all pretty much from the same area. Half of them are nearly, and playing against each other since freshman, sophomore year of high school and really being able to grow and bond and be a part of the same team now in Ohio at part of Hocking. It's really impressive, and you can kind of see why they're working so well and up 17-6 at the moment.
Yeah, you're right. There are a lot of players from Columbus. You've got Cody's just down the street from Erlanger that's across the river there. And you got Dayton and you got Cincinnati. So everyone's I know Erlanger's just south of Cincinnati, but yeah, so they're all within a relatively short distance. Yeah, they probably played against each other. They probably played AAU together and against each other. And wow, they're just making it difficult for Boulware to get a shot off block there by the Hawks. Here they come the other way.
Yeah, he hasn't been pressed on defense like this in a long time, and he's not frustrated right now. He's going to continue to play the same game.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he's our leading scorer. He's averaging 20.6. They're averaging 81 on the season, and 20 points of that goes to Boulware. So he's going to have to find some offense if his team wants to survive and advance to get to this championship game.
Chauncey Willis Jr. from a game before, he only had 10 or so points, but dished the ball 12 times. So even if he's able to get his guys some good looks, that's fine too.
Yeah, tough turnover there. Anderson took a step there on his way down the baseline. So turnover now that's going to be Hawks basketball. And if you're the Vikings here, you got to try to get a stop. You're trailing by 17. There's 10.5 minutes left here in the first half. If you can get that back into single digits, you have a chance. But if you let this thing slip through your fingers and get out to 20 points at some point, and this team can score, this Hawks team. So big defensive opportunity here for the Vikings. Cody has it. Harris out on him. McGee drives, comes to the free throw line, pulls up for the jumper, and it's down. Sean McGee getting it done. That's 6 now for him.
Shooting 50%, 8 of 16 from the field. Also, Glen Oaks just had their 6th turnover. Got to hold on to the ball.
19-6. Make that 19-8. Nice job there, but that was number 20, Darius Roach getting it done for the Vikings. And he gets the board. Here they come the other way. Quick outlet. That's Hanlon up the left side, or the right side. Hanlon pulls up for 3. Off the front of the rim. Rebound. That's Marvin Good now on the floor, the 6'1" freshman guard from Cincinnati. Thought about the 3, backed it out. Inside to Good. Trying to find Bullock there on the backdoor cut. They shot Vikings to step in front of that. 3-pointer on the way for Harris. Airmailed it. Picked up there by Milner. And quick outlet to Bullock. And that is good. You can count it. He's had the line to shoot and 1. So exactly what we told the Vikings not to do. They're trying to get this thing close, get some stops, but they're putting the Hawks on the line. Create a 3-point opportunity.
They finished strong on the opposite end here by Roach for a bucket, and then missed the 3-pointer. And on this side, what a Euro step move. He Euro stepped into the foul. So usually the defender, if he feels that Euro step is coming, he's going to slide over to that opposite side where he'll take that second step. And the finish right there was pretty impressive. Travis Bullock.
The Bullock at the line trying to work on the 3-point play. And it goes. 22-8. Dennis Tesoro back on the floor now for the Hawks. So they're working off a 14-point lead. Tesoro back on the floor. And lefty take down the lane. That's Roach. He hits the deck. He's fouled. Shot doesn't fall, but he's going to headline shoot 2. It looks like that foul is going to be on Travis Bullock, his first. And that's her 14th foul here in the first.
This is what Glen Oaks needs to do. If they're realizing at this point their shot's not falling, get to the rim, draw fouls, start making your shots at the free throw line so you start getting in a groove when you're open in a mid-range or a triple situation.
Roach at the line. He's shooting 77% from the stripe. He's now got 3 points. And this is second. Hawks with the board. Marvin Good works it up the right side, out on the wing. Roach steps out on him. It's like a 2-3 zone for the Vikings. Calvin Goodsey on the floor as well, the 6'2" sophomore guard from another player from Columbus. They're deep in Columbus. Zion Reynolds with the shot. That doesn't go. Swanwick with the board. Here come the Vikings. Harris walks it up the court. 8:25 left, 22-9 lead for the Vikings, or for the Hawks, over the Vikings. 3-pointer on the way for Boulware. That's off the front of the rim. Big rebound there for Goodsey. Clears it for the Hawks. good. Oh, wow. Try to get up and under. Boulware blocked that out of bounds. Stops the clock with 8:06 on the game clock, 21 on the shot clock. Inbound coming up for the Hawks. And checking back in, Alan Lattimore for the Hawks. Looks like who went out? I think it was Bullock, I believe.
Really liking Lattimore's pigtails, by the way.
Yeah, those are impressive. I think you could pull that look off, Tom. Wow, Boulware with back-to-back block. Got a hand on a Soro shot. Here comes Harris the other way. And that's Roach for three, and it's down. Darius Roach buries it from the wing. It's a 10-point game. And big basket there for the Vikings.
He's starting to cook.
Reynolds hangs in the air. That basket's good. He's fouled. He's heading the line to shoot and one. I think Zion just hit pause in the middle of that shot. Seemed like he hung in the air for about 4 seconds, drew the foul, and was able to control the shot and got it to go. Nice basket there by Reynolds, a 6'6" guard/forward from Cincinnati.
Yeah, I mean, you said it, control. That's body control when you get up to that point and you're able to either alter the path of your shot or be able to hang up there for an extra half second and put it down. That was impressive.
Absolutely. That's second foul now on Roach. 4th team foul for the Vikings. Reynolds at the line, missed the and one. Ash with that board, clears a Swanwick. Double teamed out at midcourt. Over to Boulware. He's working on a Soro. And looking for an outlet. Hanlon has it in the paint. And lost the handle. Here comes Patterson the other way. Quick pass up to Lattimore. Up and in. Easy basket for the Hawks. Coming off that turnover. They lead now 26-12. 7:10 left here in the first half. Hawks come out with a bit of a press. They back out of it. And Patterson, in his usual lockdown defender stance. The glove. Ash from the baseline. That shot doesn't go. In tight. And a Soro. So physical. And it goes out of bounds. A good effort there. I seen Hanlon underneath the Soro. I think he just kind of got out of the way. I don't want any part of that.
Neither would I whatsoever. There's been a few plays here for the Glen Oaks squad where they're getting a high screen at the top, and then they're doubling the point guard.
Oh, nice steal there by Soro. Goes down the lane. Oh, rolls off the rim. He's fouled, heading to the rack. He's going to be shooting two. And that foul is on Levanta Ash. That's his first, 5th team foul now here for the Vikings in this half. Soro at the line. He's shooting two.
Taking a look at this, Glen Oaks just team stats throughout. They're 4 of 22 shooting from the field. That's good for just 18%. They've also hoisted 11 three-pointers. 3 of their 4 made shots are three-pointers. And the one was a Darius Roach layup and a few free throws mixed in there. Check that. 1 for 4 on free throws. I'm sorry.
All right, 27-12, 6.5 here left in the first. You're the Vikings. You want it. You got to get something going offensively. Seem like they're a bit out of sorts. Anderson for 3. That's off the mark. Boulware crashes the board, kept it alive. And nice play there by Swanwick to knock it off one of the Hawks players' ankle. But credit to Boulware for keeping that basketball alive on that missed shot.
Yeah, they're going to keep fighting. Boulware especially. He definitely does not want to go down swinging today. He wants to get that W and move on to the next round. He's going to give it all he's got along with the rest of this Vikings squad.
Vikings Nation at home saying, come on, let's go, guys. Let's get this going. Down by 15. So that goes out of bounds off of Boulware. So it's Hawks basketball. They lead by 15, 6:07 left.
Yeah, and if you're the Hawks, you just continue to play the type of game that you have. I mean, you're getting fouled at the rim. Continue to go up strong. Their outside shooting is still good, but you don't have to pull that 3-ball unless they really give it to you.
Soro double-teamed down low, able to get it up top to Godsey. Back to Patterson. Soro from the wing. Good ball movement for the Hawks. They're down to 5 on the shot clock. Patterson going to have to think about a shot. Gets over to Lattimore. Pulls up for the jumper from about 19. That doesn't go. Rebound. Kylan Harris clears for the Vikings. A lot of time they're spent. The Vikings able to come away with a rebound there, trailing by 15. And Harris with the scoop. That's off the window. No. Rebound doesn't go. Ash was in the mix, but couldn't get that to go down. Hawks with the rebound. Three-pointer on the way for Reynolds. No. Pump fake. Up to Godsey. Thorough baseline. Pass all the way up top to Reynolds. Drives and scoops and scores. Wow, nice take there by Reynolds to get down the lane quick. Another freight train kind of player there.
And that's taken an entire possession to get an incredible shot. Nobody was chucking anything up there. They went for what was best.
And Boulware's lefty doesn't go. Rolls off the rim. Loose ball. Scooped up by Harris. He's on the ground. Able to get it over to Ash. 19 on the shot clock. And Levanta Ash with a strong take off the window. That basket's good. He's heading to the line to shoot and one. Soro gets called for that call. It's first.
So Levante Ash had two options there. He had a man on him. He can either go to the rim or kick it out to Boulware, who was wide open for a three-pointer. And Boulware's a great shooter. We all know that. But in this stage of the game, down 15 points, you want to create an easier shot inside on that block. That's exactly what Ash did, and he drew the foul. They want to stick to this game plan right now because they got to start chipping away.
And the and one was short off the front of the rim. Bowl was there for the board. Couldn't come away with it. Patterson clears for the Hawks. And that was Milner in the lane. His shot doesn't go. Nice offensive board. The putback for Trayshawn Cody. He got the basket. That's his first point. And then now all of a sudden it's Hawks up by 17. 4:18 left here in the first half. Trying to find Boulware, knocked away by Cody. Boulware drives baseline. Swanwick tries to shake Milner. His shot's off the mark. It's short. Picked up by Lattimore. Off and running here up the right side of the court. Cody. And another block for Boulware. Check our game stats here. He's got to be getting up there and block.
I'm really intrigued about this one-on-one matchup we're watching right now. Boulware and Trayshawn Cody. Cody's posing so many issues for Boulware right now on the defensive side.
Yeah, I've got 3 blocks now for Boulware. That three-pointer is good. Trayshawn Cody knocks it down from downtown, and it's a 20-point lead for the Hawks. They get up over midcourt. Roach kicks it out to Swanwick. Thought about driving back, rotation around up top. Roach hit the deck, able to keep it alive for the Vikings. They got 10 on the shot clock. Swanwick with had a little crossover move to the basket. His shot came up short. Traylon Hughes trying to get a pick. He was able to get it over to Milner for the basket. And now it's a 22-point game. Surprising. Last game was the same. We really seen Henry Ford go down early, and Bay College just kind of put him to sleep. And the Hawks are doing the same thing here. Vikings having a tough time finding any sort of offense. Oh, that is a good basket. So it's cut the lead to 20. Ash gets credit for that. But the Hawks just kind of swarming underneath there, underneath the basket. They're making every single possession difficult for the Vikings.
And then on the defensive side as well, as soon as Glen Oaks is getting a rebound, they're not being strong with it. You're going to get a few Hocking Hawk hands in there to swat that ball away. And they've already taken away multiple rebounds.
That shot's off the mark. Swanwick with the board. Sets it up for the Vikings. Guys baseline, kicks it out up top. The Roach, that's off the mark. Rebound. Harris. The Roach fakes the pass, goes up and in, and you can count it. That basket's good. Heading the line to shoot and one. Huge basket there for Darius Roach. He's now got 8. 36-18 with 2:26 left here in the first half. Exactly what you need to do if you're the Vikings trying to close out this half, trying to cut into that lead.
Boulware might be that cornerstone piece of this team, but I think you start leaning on Darius Roach right now. He's starting to really cook, and he's got 9 points, getting to the rim, and he's finishing with ease. Very strong. I like number 20 getting a few more buckets here before the end of the half.
We'll keep an eye on that for sure. Actually, Boulware on the bench right now with 2:13 left here in the first half. Milner drives, pulls up off the glass, and it's good. Nice bank shot there.
Well, Tim Duncan special right there, like that.
Mr. Fundamental. Yeah, that was a great shot. So Nice answer there by the Hawks. They push the lead back to 19. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Steve Schmidt Gymnasium, the Great Lakes Tournament, Flinttown. And Vikings can't find an outlet. It goes out of bounds. They throw it away. Turnover. It's Hawks basketball. They've got it with 1:52 left, leading by 19.
A little miscommunication there, and that possession is kind of a microcosm of what we've seen in this first 18 minutes of the contest. Communication issues have been off. Effort not quite matching Hocking, or maybe the intensity. The effort's there, but the intensity definitely on the Hawks side right now.
Hawks spread it out on offense. Really making those Vikings kind of stay in front of them. They're really rotating. And Hawks able to get a wide open shot from Milner. That's off the side of the rim. Lattimore there for the offensive board in the paint. That doesn't go. And nice job there by Cody. Gets the board, the putback. He's shot doesn't go. He hits the deck, but he's heading line to shoot two. Stops the clock with 1:26 left. That foul's on Ash. That's his second, and that's a 16th foul here in the first half for the Vikings. So if you're Mike Elliott, you're heading a half here in a minute. I mean, they battled. They finished second in conference over in the Western Conference. They finished 18-10. It's like I know they've had some battles here throughout the season. You're taking that break. What do you do? What do you say in halftime? What do you say in the locker room?
Oh,
guys,
man.
we've been here before. We know what we got to do. I mean, what's your message?
I mean, that and you got to chip away. Don't think of this game as a 25-point contest. Continue to play hard defense. Like Henry Ford earlier today. They were down 21, and they slowly started to chip away 5 or 6 points here or there, and it worked. And they came within 4 or 5 points. Ultimately, couldn't get it done to finish off the comeback, but still.
Well, there's your guy Roach with the reverse layup. He's now got 11, and then nice answer there by Cody with a basket. So they're just trading baskets right now. 20-point matchup. Ash, and he fouled. That stops the clock with 46.4. Hawks up 20. That's going to be the 7th foul.
Yeah, next one's going to be a 1-and-1 chance. Or this one will, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 1-and-1, yep. So that foul was on Trayshawn Cody. That's his 2nd foul. So that's going to put Ash at the line with a 1-and-1. So big free throws here. Ash averaging about 51% from the stripe, makes the first. Are you surprised that the Vikings aren't going to try to pressure the Hawks on the?
Not really. I think they want to just settle
back in defense.
Yeah, just kind of guard it right around that 3-point arc and make sure they don't get anything open right now. They're running that 2-3 defense, which is so tough to guard those 3-pointers.
Lattimore with the 3. That's off the mark. Goes out of bounds. And it looks like it was off the Hawks, so that's Vikings basketball. So that stops the clock with 31.6 here in the first half. The Vikings get a full 30, but down by 19 points. You got to figure they're going to try to get a quick shot, maybe try to get a steal on the inbound. But the Hawks just making it rather difficult. Tylen Harris trying to find a sliver of space.
This is incredible defense we're watching right now.
Rotation, Harris kicks it out to Swanwick for 3. Off the back of the rim. Rebound. Hawks. That's Trayshawn Cody. Quick outlet to McGee. Trying to find Woods on the cut, but it looks like it was knocked out of bounds. Went off the Hawks. Nope, went off the Vikings. Got some confusion. So it is indeed Vikings basketball. They get it with 2.7 left. Roach gonna have to let it go from about midcourt. Ooh, Caitlin Clark territory there. Then you almost got it to go off the back of the rim, but hey, we're heading to the half. It's a nice half by the Hawks. They really got the job done. They're averaging, 89 points, a little under their average, but they put a nice lead here early. So at the end of one half of play, it's the Hocking College, the Hawks with 41, and the Glen Oaks Community College, the Vikings with 22. We'll be right back. Give us about 15 minutes. Hey everybody, welcome to the second half here of the Great Lakes Tournament here in Flint Town, District A, semifinal matchup. The Hocking College Hawks up on top, 41-22 over technically the home team here today, the Vikings from Glen Oaks. What a first half by the Hawks. They're getting it done on both ends of the court today, Tom.
I mean, 47% from the field, not so much from three-point range, just 3 of 11, but they're scoring at will. They have 22 points in the paint, 10 assists. They also have 5 offensive rebounds that have led to some big buckets. Also, 9 turnovers on the Glen Oaks side. That's played a big role in that first half.
Yeah, look, they're shooting under 22%. Not getting it done if you're of the Vikings. You're going to have to find a way to score some points. Hawks strike first. 2-point basket there for Jaden Woods to open up the second half and try to find Ash on the cut. Patterson knocked it out of bounds. That's off the clock with 19:28, 24 on the shot clock. But yeah, they just really just kind of almost put the Vikings to sleep with that defensive effort. They held them to a low 22 points and 22% from the floor. Ash got it done. 7 points now for Ash, 43-24. That three-pointer's good. From the wing, Hughes, he's knocking them down today. I think that's his third three-pointer this afternoon.
They're still feeling it even after that 15-minute break. But Glen Oaks, a little bright spot, that's going to be Darius Roach. He's playing very well so far, leading scorer for the team, and Boulware needs to pick it up. He's got the ball right now.
Boulware for 3. That's off the side of the rim. Big rebound there in the paint for Ash. It looks like they called an offensive foul. They did.
On the rebound.
Wow. He was up in the air, had 2 hands on the basketball. I didn't see that one. But it's a foul on the Vikings, so Hawks have it. And, yeah, we talk about Boulware, the leading scorer in the season. He's averaging over 20 points a game. Hawks with another easy basket. Boulware with 3 points, 1 of 8 from the floor to start. Ash was 2 of 8, and Swanwick 0 of 4. Just the surprising numbers at this stage of the season for the Vikings.
Very uncharacteristic of those guys, too, especially Boulware. Look at that.
There's your guy, Roach, spins in the lane. Lefty goes off the window. He's now got 13. Jaden Wood shot off the mark. Asaro with the putback. That shot misses. Lefty up and in. Working the glass is Dennis Asaro. 2 boards and a basket.
Got to find a way to box him out there. It's just too easy for him to get multiple chances at that when missing the first 2.
Asaro now with 11 to go along with. He's only got 4 rebounds, but I have to hit a refresh because I think he got 4 on that possession just about. Foul call. That's going to put Harris at the line. That foul was on Patterson. That's his first team foul for the Hawks here in the second half. Patterson at the line, shooting 2. Harris. Tuesday averaging close to 71%. Got some Norse coaching staff making their way up to the stands here and watch this final of this game. They got their selves in the championship game on Sunday afternoon.
Closely watching this matchup here, but if they played the way they did today, I don't think anybody's going to be able to stop those guys.
Yeah, we got sit side by side the Norse radio broadcast, and those guys were into it. It was fun to listen to them.
Oh, yeah. All the way up in Escanaba, bringing them the broadcast. I love that.
Absolutely. Probably still some snow on the ground up there in Escanaba, I imagine.
Definitely.
Still ice fishing season. Maybe we'll tune in the broadcast from their shanty. All right, loose ball picked up by the Vikings. Here comes Ash the other way, and almost wow, he was able to get that ball over to Boulware and cross midcourt. Nice play there by the Vikings to keep it alive. Knocked away by the Hawks. Stop the clock, 17-11, 20 on the shot clock. Wow, that was very close to a turnover there.
Athletic play. He kept it right on the line of half court there. That was an inch or 2 away.
Harris has it on the wing. Coming off the screen from Boulware. I thought Boulware would cut to the basket there. He didn't. Swanwick had it. He lost the handle out of bounds I think Boulware was setting back up for the 3, and I think he had an opportunity to go the other way, probably even for an easy layup. Patterson works it up midcourt, sets it up for the Hawks. They lead by 22, 16-57 here in the semifinal matchup. Dora with Boulware all the way out in him, goes baseline, finds Patterson in the lane, back up top to Lattimore, and Hughes, he's 3 for 3 from downtown. He drives, he lost the handle. That's picked up by Roach. Quick outlet to Swanwick, and he goes righty, and it goes. Nice basket there by Tyler Swanwick. Little English off the glass. Nice basket there for the Vikings, leading out 20.
They're going stronger to the hoop. That's what we like to see. Got to build off plays like that from Swanwick.
Soro and Boulware just battling down low, and we get a foul call. I think they're going to call it on Boulware, a little bit too physical. And that was on Boulware. Yeah, really trying to keep Soro away from establishing some position there. But that is, as mentioned at the beginning, that's a heavyweight matchup between two big dogs in the trenches. Those guys could play for their football teams. I don't know if they have football teams at Hocking or at Glen Oaks, but they could suit up for sure. That foul call was on Sorrell. That's his second team foul here for the Vikings. Hawks with 2 as well. Devontae Ash checking back in, and Hawks come out with a press.
Yeah, a little man-to-man action here. Going to pick him up full court.
Roach all the way down the lane. He goes. Got it to Ash. His shot blocked. Kept alive by the Vikings. Swanwick for 3 off the side of the rim. Loose ball goes out of bounds. And that was off the Hawks, the Vikings basketball.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from Glen Oaks right now, continuing to grind the possessions out. Even though they're not shooting all that well, they're getting multiple chances per possession. They're getting 2 or 3 shots off because of their offensive rebounding.
Oh, big interception there for Cody. Euro step, floats and doesn't go. Stays with it. The putback is good. He's fouled. He'll be heading the line to shoot and 1.
And that's a tough mismatch right there. You got Treshawn Cody at 6'6", battling against Tylen Harris at 6 foot. So there's a good, 6 inches right there of on that miss for Cody to be able to make up for it. Because, yeah, he misses that first shot, and usually you would say, oh, that's inexcusable, that you can't let him get a second chance and foul him for the end 1. There's 6 inches of difference there. He's going to get that board 9 out of 10 times.
Well, then factor in that wingspan. He's probably got another 14 inches. I mean, he's got some long arms. So Cody at the line, working the 3-point play. It goes. 23-point lead now for the Hawks. Vikings having a tough time. They get it inbounded. The Roach, he's off and running the other way. Down the lane, out the window. No. Rebound. Ash on the putback. That doesn't go, but he's fouled. He'll be heading to the line to shoot 2. Going to call that foul. Yeah, that was Patterson. 3rd foul on him now.
They're doing the right thing, Glen Oaks is, by driving to the rim, getting those second chances, drawing fouls. But on the defensive end, they're giving up the exact same thing, and that's where we're kind of at a stalemate here, continuing to be a 20 to 23-point game. Can't make up any ground because they're giving it back on the opposite end.
Ash missed the first. That does stop. Missed the second. Rebound tracked down by Sean McGee. Quick outlet to Patterson. Cross midcourt to Lattimore. Cody has it. Fires a 3 from the wing. That's off the mark. Gets to Patterson with the board.
Another one.
Yeah, he's just been getting those right position, the right time. Yeah, Dalen Patterson. Like I said, I remember calling this game last year. I was really impressed with his play against Mott this year. And if you go look back at that schedule, see, we'll go to the Hocking College schedule. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Schedule Resort. They were early opponent to our Mott Bears here in this gym, and I remember it was a double overtime win for Mott. Let me see if I can pull it. I'm not as used to this OCCAC website.
Yeah, no, that's a lot different than the MCCAC.
Yeah, you get used to something, but we'll pull it up here. Oops.
And one thing I want to point out, too, I know we talked about Hocking's women's team thriving on only 6 players. It's the complete opposite here with the men's team. 9 players off of the bench, and 5 of them have scored points here. And they're very successful with how deep of a team they have compared to Glen Oaks, who just has 2 waiting on the bench with their 5 on the floor.
Trayshawn Cody with the drive. They found that was Milner with the basket. Right in front of the bench. They all jumped up. They're now leading by 25. Baseline drive. That was Roach. Ash had his shot blocked. Out of bounds. Cody got a hand on that. So the Hawks, they're flexing. They're getting it done on both ends of the court.
Trishawn Cody, man. His defensive ability is incredible.
He's coming off the bench.
He is, and he's battling hard against both Boulware and Ash, 2 of the toughest guys on this team.
Vikings get a basket. Boulware shot off the mark. Ash able to work the glass, get the putback. Cody for 3 off the side of the rim. Rebound, Boulware. Under 15 minutes to play. The 55-32 game, favor of the Hawks. Boulware fires a 3, and that's off the mark, goes out of bounds. Stop the clock with 14:43 left. Yeah, going back to that game, November 11th, 5th game of the season for the Hawks, and they lost to Mott in double overtime. And if I remember that game correctly, Bears trailed by 6 with 30 seconds left in the first half. Makai Ellison was able to, here we go, play-by-play. He willed his team to victory, and they got it done in double overtime. It's amazing. Bill Gibbs and I are on the broadcast. We're pretty close to just wrapping up, folding up headsets and putting the laptops away, and they got it done. Sean McGee in the paint. Little floater goes. Back to a 25-point lead for the Hawks.
Vikings got to start cutting into it right now. Time is dwindling, and 25 points is a good chunk.
Rebound there for the Hawks. McGee. Long pass. Try to find Lattimore. Way too tall. Goes out of bounds. Under 14 minutes to play.
That pass was Jimmy Garoppolo to Devontae Adams at Ford Field this year.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember that one?
Yeah, the Hail Mary pretty much.
Not even close.
Our Lattimore checks out. Travis Bullock checks in, a 6'2" guard from Lima, Ohio. Another Ohioan. How do you say that? Ohioan?
Ohioan. Yeah.
Ohioan.
I went to school in Columbus for 2 years.
Oh, did you?
So.
Okay, you know the lingo.
Yes, sir. Some of it.
Knocked loose there by the Hawks. Bullock comes up with it. Patterson up to Milner. Spins in the paint. He got it to go. Little double clutch basket. And wow, a 27-point lead. Milner now with 8. And I think the Hawks can feel it. They want to advance. They want to line up for that finals matchup there on Sunday afternoon.
They couldn't have caught Glen Oaks on a worse shooting day because this is a pretty solid team, Glen Oaks. 18-10 on the year, 8-4 in NJCAA Division II Region 12 play on the east side. And, man, we'd love to see them just shoot the ball a little bit better. I know it's some days you have it, some days you don't. And being 12 of 49 from the field right now, it's very tough when Boulware isn't on his game hitting all those shots. And there he is.
There you go, the fadeaway.
Broadcaster's jinx right there.
Yeah, in favor of Boulware. He says, thanks. I appreciate that.
We might be on the PA system,
Yeah, Boulware now with 5. That shot's off the mark. Ash rebound. Hands off to Harris. Works it up the right side. Got 2 players on the same spot. Anderson got there a split second before Swanwick. Swanwick still camped out in the corner. He cuts to the other side. Boulware has it from the elbow. Drive, baseline, from the block. His shot is off the mark, but he's fouled. Good strong take there by Boulware. And non-shooting foul there. So that foul was on Roach. That's his 3rd. And that's a 13 foul. Or excuse me, that was Bullock. Got called for that one. Here comes the Hawks the other way. Lefty, up and in, reverse layup. Number 23, Chance Amerson, making the most of his time.
We've seen that all day. Easy buckets at the rim. These Hawks are flying past defenders and getting to the rim.
Devontae Ash with the basket from in the paint. So you got a timeout on the floor with 12:24 left here in the second half. It is the Hawks 61 and the Vikings 36. We'll be right back. All right, back underway here in Steve Schmidt Gymnasium, the Ballinger Fieldhouse. Trying to close out this. What district are we in today?
We are in A. This is District A.
This is, all right, this District A semifinal matchup. Hawks and the Vikings. Nice basket there by Chance Amerson. Fake the three. Got in the paint. Little rainbow shot goes. 63-36, under 12 minutes to play.
Emerson's got 5 now. That was back-to-back buckets for him.
Wanwick for 3 off the side of the rim. Loose ball goes out of bounds. Bolware tried to get a hand on that. Wasn't able to secure it. So it's Hawks basketball. They lead now by 27, 11:44 to play. That three-pointer's off the mark. And crashing the boards is number 13, Kyrie Morgan. And he goes out of bounds. So it's Vikings basketball.
Regardless, that's still an offensive rebound right there. I know he fell out, but Glen Oaks has to take it down to elementary basketball of boxing out the shooter and everybody around you right now because too many guys are crashing the boards and getting those second chances.
Dion Reynolds checks in, the 6'6" sophomore, or freshman, from Cincinnati. The Western Hills back on the floor for the Hawks. Yeah, Morgan checks into the game and gets an offensive board right out of the gate. Bolware tries, holds up for the jumper off the window. No. Got to get the rebound. Chance Amerson able to track that down for the Hawks.
Oh, my.
Fake the behind the back, went lefty, scoop and score. The finger roll goes right down the lane, and that's a 29-point lead for the Hawks. That's 7 points for Amerson. That was nasty.
Last time I saw that was Rajon Rondo for the Pelicans. Oh, my goodness. He faked the behind-the-back pass.
And the finger roll right down the lane. That was impressive. Reynolds. Little pass inside to Morgan. He got it to go. That was too easy if you're the Vikings on defense. This little pitch and catch there for the Hawks.
And you really haven't seen many adjustments in this second half. They're doing a better job getting to the rim offensively, but on the defensive side, it's been the same sort of game as the first half.
Nice job there by Bolware to keep that alive. Ash's shot rolled off the rim. Bolware went up and got it. Putback didn't go, but he's fouled. He'll be heading line to shoot 2. Bolware averaging 72% from the strike. Stop the puck with 10:21. He is all of a sudden 31 points.
This Glen Oaks team either needs to score in a 18-2 run, 30-5 run, something like that to pull within this in the next 10 minutes. But if that's not able to happen, you just got to finish strong and play your hardest for the last 10 minutes and 21 seconds.
Hocking outscoring Glen Oaks 26-16 here in the second half. So they took roughly a 20-point lead at halftime. They've extended it up to 30 now. Side to Bullock. Pump fake off the window, no. Big rebound there by Boulware. Outlet to Roach. Find Harris in the corner for three. It's just off the mark. Rebound Swanwick had it knocked out of bounds by the Hawks. Stops the clock with 9:55, 20 on the shot clock. Vikings on the inbound.
Both teams haven't really shot it well from three-point range. Just 26%, 4 of 15 for Hocking, and 3 of 21 for Glen Oaks.
Here come the Hawks the other way. Sean McGee. Nice handoff to Reynolds up and in. He's now got 7. Yeah, what's interesting about the Vikings is that one stat I wrote down before the game, they're averaging close to 11 three-pointers a game, second in conference, and I know they're well short of that mark today.
Yeah.
They're shooting. They're 5 of 9. Or, excuse me. No, they're 3 of 21, so 14%. So they're 7 three-pointers off the mark. Where drives baseline. Double team. Split the defenders. He's fouled.
And I think this kind of, I guess, is credited to Ryan Miley and the coaching staff of Hocking College. If you're checking out how Boulware is attacking the basket, there's about 2, sometimes 3 defenders on Boulware when he drives. They know coming into this game they wanted to put 2 bodies on him when he tried to attack the basket, and they've done a great job of limiting him. And he's getting his free throws off here, but still that easy, strong basket at the rim that we saw in the very first possession of the game was immediately eliminated. We haven't seen it since. He's hit some shots, but credit to this defense and the team to keep him out of that paint area.
Well stated, Tom. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, Boulware's had to fight for every point, every shot opportunity he's had. He missed the second on the 17 fouls now for the Hawks. Probably the lone positive for the Vikings right now. They're in the bonus. Morgan has it, spins, up and in. Soft little jumper, got it, or a little layup, got it to go. Inside, and that's something we've seen the Vikings struggle with in the first half. You know, and partly away the second half, getting those shots in close, getting them to draw. Morgan comes off the bench and just drops it in the hoop. Nice basket there by Amerson. He's starting to catch fire. He's got 9 points now.
Yeah,
coming off the bench.
Coming off, yeah.
Swanwick thought about the three, was actually open. Back in the hands of Anderson. He drives. Baseline, little sky hook. That's off the front of the rim. Hanlon with the rebound. Three-pointer on the way. That's good. Highland Harris knocks it down from the wing. And we got a timeout on the floor. Harris now with 8. So with 8:28 left here in the second half. It's the Hawks 73 and the Vikings 42. We'll be right. Back underway here in the Great Lakes Tournament, Flint Town, Steve Schmidt Gymnasium. Steve Schmidt over probably in the tunnel watching this one here just outside the, what do they call it, the Bruins Club down low.
Yep.
Lots of good stuff to eat there. I think we're on, our 4th meal of the day. They don't let you leave hungry in this place.
No, I've had a myriad of different foods today. It's been awesome. The hospitality here is A1.
But it's just a huge credit to Steve Smith. All-time winningest basketball coach in the state of Michigan. Nice put back there by Reynolds. Got it to go in the paint. Just crashing the board. Schmidt now, I believe, let me do the math. He finished 796, plus what do they have? 21 wins. So do the math. What's that? 820 in the career for Steve Smith.
Yep.
There's a quick basket there by the Vikings. 4-time national champion, 4-time national coach of the year. He's in probably 6 different Hall of Fame, and he's really the reason this tournament is what it is. So it's a testament to Steve Smith and his 33 seasons within the Mott Bears organization. Sadly, came up short earlier this week against Henry Ford, but definitely a credit to Coach Schmidt and his staff for putting together another good season. That was a 3-point basket there by the Vikings. The lead's now 75-47. Coming up on 7 minutes to play here in our game number 4. We got 2 more on deck tonight. The next game, we got that Alpena-Macomb matchup. That should be interesting. You know, Macomb just getting it done. They're just on fire this year. But, hey, you know what? You throw out those records in this time of the year, and
yeah,
Alpena's getting wins done. Nice basket there underneath. That was Marvin Good, got it to go. And that's why you play these games. I'm sure we're going to have a lot of fans tuning in from Alpena up in the northern country of Michigan. And I'm sure we'll have a lot of people out in Macomb tuning in as well. It'll be a lot of fun. 3-pointer on the way for Harris, starting to heat up. 77-50, trying to keep his Vikings close. He's now got 14 points for the Vikings. And that was Sean McGee. Lost the handle, goes out of bounds, knocked loose by the Vikings. Couple substitutions coming in. Calvin Godsey, the 6'2" sophomore guard from where? What do you think?
Burnsville. Just
no,
kidding.
Columbus. Yeah, wasn't that crazy? We had 2 players from Burnsville, Minnesota on 2 different rosters. I think that's the first time that's ever happened.
I agree.
3-pointer on the way for Reynolds. That's off the mark. Bolware with the board. Works it up mid-court. Thought about the 3. Has it. 3-pointer on the way for Roach. That doesn't go. Rebound. That was Marvin Good with the board. Knocked loose there, but I think that was Swanwick. And he's going to get called. Oh, no, that was, Hanlon. Gets called for his second.
I'm liking to see Glen Oaks. You know, they're making their shots down the stretch here. It might be a little too late, but on the defensive side, there haven't been any adjustments. Continuing to get second and third chance, so many offensive rebounds for this Hocking team, and it's allowing them to score every single time down the floor.
Hawks able to be patient here, find a shot that they like. They're down to 12 on the shot clock. Hughes lost the handle there, picked up by the Vikings. Here they come the other way. Hanlon, nice little drop pass for Bolware. He couldn't handle it. Stayed with it. He got it up top, tries. Down the lane he goes. Righty scoop. That rolls off the rim. Morgan underneath that one, no call. One of those kind of back, it could be a block, it could be a charge, or it could be a no call.
And that was one of the times where Bolware was one-on-one with someone, and he got to the rim easy, just couldn't make the finish.
Couldn't finish. Reynolds holds up for the jumper from the elbow. It's good. Knocked it down. Textbook jumper there for Reynolds.
53% from the field. Sorry, Chad.
Yeah, no,
wow.
He's got 11 now. Great looking shot there by Reynolds. This Hawks team is something special. Anderson, his shot's off the mark. Rebound for Goodsey. Works it up the right side of the court. Slows it down, backs it out. Work that shot clock. 23 seconds, or 20 seconds on the shot clock. Hawks can take their time here. And you got to think the Vikings got to be a little gassed with a short bench,
100%.
with a team as deep as the Hawks. I mean, they're a very limited bench. They got a couple players checking in right now, but man, that's just been a tough 40 minutes or 36 minutes.
That's a great point, because at one point in the game, you know, you could have 2 sides of maybe 7 or 8 players on a roster battling because they're both dog tired. But here you got a side that has fresh legs all the time. They're giving their starters blows. They're able to kind of circle in 9 to 10 different reserve players off the bench. And it's just 2 different, energy levels on the floor at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. Credit to Ryan Miley and Demetrius Walker there on the Hawks bench, able to get fresh legs out there. Sometimes when you get that many players, it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
All those guys want their minutes. They want to be out there. So you got to, there's only so many minutes that can, happen a game. So the good job to them to keeping everybody engaged. And like you said earlier, this team is tight. They're definitely on the same page. Another basket there for the Hawks. It's an 81-50 game with under 4 minutes to play. Boulware, his shot's off the mark. Nice rebound there by Amerson in the corner. Track that down. Boulware had a hand on it.
Chance Amerson, man, 11 points. He's been all over the place. He's also got a pair of assists, 3 rebounds. Really excited to see him in the next one.
Yeah, we'll be back here on Sunday afternoon. I think that District A championship, I want to make sure we got the right time for all of our viewers at home. Would we say 1:30 on Sunday? Shot off the mark. Knocked loose. Picked up by Boulware. Here he comes the other way. Full head of steam. Inside. Try to find Ash. That's knocked loose. Knocked out of bounds there by the Hawks. That stops the clock with 3:17. It's the Hawks on top 81-50. And discussion out of bounds. They originally called out of bounds off the Hawks. And going back to it.
Yeah,
back
I
under
can't
the hook.
imagine we're going to get an extreme uproar from either side of the fans, depending on what this call is.
All right, it is indeed Vikings basketball. Viking fans here in the in-house. Not much to, I guess, applaud for today. But, like I said, credit to the Vikings for putting together a season where they finished second in conference. Very limited bench. I know that's difficult.
They took down Lake Michigan College to get to this point in the quarterfinal. It was a battle of a game, only winning it by 8. And Boulware played incredible. Levante Ash with 13. These guys are grinders. We just caught them on a bad shooting day, and that's just what it is. These guys are very talented basketball players. They just can't find it today.
Harris for 3. That's off the front of the rim. And Boulware worked his way into that rebound. It came out of nowhere. It looked like Woods was just going to be able to clear it. Boulware left from probably the free throw line.
Yeah.
Was able to secure that, and we got a jump ball. That's possession Viking.
That's a credit to his athletic prowess. He's a ball player, man. His shot's not falling today. They're going to go for him there. Wow.
They tried to do the one-handed jam off the inbound play. Wow, nice play there by Wood. Got it to go.
Hocking is making the right pass every single time, especially down there on the block, the little dish off for the kiss.
Marvin Good with a little dime. Got it to go. Knocked loose there by Travis Bullock. Stopped the clock with 2:44. Yeah, it's the Hawks. You can look at their points and their rebounds and all. How many points they're allowing. It's all those things, but it goes back to those little things. Every possession, it's that one they're making those. Really the Vikings create mistakes. They're doing the little things right.
And the size of Hocking compared to Glen Oaks is pretty insurmountable because you got several guys at 6'8", 6'6", 6'7" on this Hocking team, and then you look over and 6'6" is your tallest guy in Levante Ash on the Glen Oaks side, and Boulware as well, 6'5", and that led to a lot of these offensive rebounds and a lot more points on the floor because there's 22 points, second chance points in this game right now.
Amazing. Derek Anderson with that 3 for the Vikings. Back to a 30-point margin, 2:20 left. So Hawks just want to finish this one off and get to Sunday. Loose ball picked up there by the Vikings. Anderson came away with it. That was Travis Bullock's shot was off the mark. Ball goes out of bounds off the Hawks. Coming up on 2 minutes to play. Harris kicks it out up top to Anderson for 3. That's off the mark. Boulware, right place at the right time. Wow, what a play there by Ash. Boulware crashed the boards, mistimed it. Ash was able to tip it to him. Easy basket there for Boulware.
I'm glad they didn't call an over-the-back foul right there. He was able to kind of reach over, tip it. It was a questionable, play right there, but I'm glad they let that one fly.
Yeah, 30-point game with a minute and a half left. Dotsie with a drive. That's off the mark. And Boulware with it. Got it to Ash. And broken up there by Marvin Good. Knocked it loose. They called him for the foul. And really, that's the 9th foul now for the Hawks. Ash at the line, shooting 1 and 1. Yeah, if you look at that Sunday afternoon matchup, Bay College coming off that 82-60 7 win over Henry Ford, and they're going to line up and play a tough Hawks team, Hocking College Hawks. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm very excited for that game.
Get up early, get your chores done. Say mow the lawn, whatever you got to do. Get the laundry done, get the dog walk.
Yeah, go to church at 7 a.m.
Yeah, and just find a way to get this YouTube channel, beam it up to your TV, make yourself a sandwich, and watch some great basketball.
Or you could pop an ear pod in while you're at church listening to the homily.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be well received. But, no, we really appreciate you all tuning in today. Definitely, kudos to the Hawks Nation out there in Hocking College neck of the woods through mid-Ohio. And Glen Oaks, we appreciate you as well tuning in. Down towards the Indiana way. We've got 93 on the broadcast, 72 right now. We got 3 thumbs up. How about that? We're doing something right.
That's awesome. Hopefully not 3 thumbs down.
And no thumbs down. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I think we're down to 2 thumbs up.
Now they're messing with us.
Yeah, exactly. We're very fragile here after, your 4th straight basketball game today. You're going to see numbers and names, hear names in your sleep tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Boware with the make.
A couple dunks thrown off the glass, jammed down with 2 hands.
Absolutely. 83-58, 1:22 left. Hawks walk it up the court. Amerson, who's played a great game today for the Hawks coming off the bench. And what can you give us an update on some of our leading scorers here this afternoon on both sides as we close out this game, Tom?
100%. I was just going to get to this point that the highest leading scorer for Hocking has 11 points.
Wow.
3 different scorers for Hocking have 11 points. There's 4 in double digits, but that is just, look at this, 11, 11, 11, 10, 9, 8, and 8.
Yeah, you talk about, we looked at that at the beginning. Soro with 15.8, Cody with 14.3, and Milner with 13.8. So really no one's, the high 20s, you're averaging 89 points a game, but everybody's in the team.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That tells you you're a very deep team right there. But, we really haven't seen much of a Soro this second half.
No, and he's the leading scorer with 11. I think he had 9 at the break. But one other stat to really speak to this Hawks team, 12 out of 14 players have gotten buckets today, all the way down from Marvin Good to Dennis Osoro at the top. And what a performance from Hocking College. I know they're probably going to run out these last couple of seconds. Shot clock, game clock are going to conflict here for a minute. But the ability to share the ball and get everybody in, huge, kudos to Ryan Miley and Demetrius Walker, the coaching staff, for Hocking as well, because that's hard to do. Nobody had 20-some points. You look at Boware, who finished with 16 for Glen Oaks, and that's the highest. But I just can't say enough about this Hocking Hawks team and the way that they share the ball.
And, kind of a classy move there. They just ran out the shot clock there, up by 23. Last minute play. Glen Oaks going to be closing out their season. So it's kind of a classy move. They need to take a shot there. I just think that I like that kind of stuff. Ryan Miley seems like he's just the real deal, the head coach there for the Hocking Hawks. 3-pointer on the way, off the mark for Harris. Ash with the board, up in, no. Staying with it, down under 10 seconds to play. We got a whistle call, and we got a jump ball. So that's going to be like Hawks basketball to close it out, 7.7. So that should be our final here today. It's 83-60.
I want to give a shout-out to head coach Ryan Miley and the swag that he's got on his feet. He's wearing 2 different kind of Jordan 4 sneakers. One is black and one is yellow to support his team. You got to buy 2 pairs of shoes right there to rock that look.
Yeah,
Man, I love that.
I'm not that
Neither
cool.
am I.
No, he's definitely got some swag. He's got the cool vibes. Just a great guy. I've interviewed a lot of coaches, a lot of pregame chats, a lot of conversations in the gym, and it's just always a very genuine conversation. It thanks us for what we do, and he appreciates. It's just like that stuff goes a long way. So he's just a really classy guy. So congratulations to the Hawks. They survived with what was it, an 83-60 win over Glen Oaks. They will match up with the Bay College, the Norse. Is that one of the coolest mascot names in the land, the Norse? So Sunday afternoon at 1:30, Tom Cavanaugh, Chad Towns on the broadcast. We'll be back here on Sunday. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back here when we get about a half hour to our next hit. We got Macomb Community College. They're hosting Alpena. Should be a fun game. So thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate you all. I'll be back here in about a half hour. Have a great night.
Thank you.